Let's just start completely flat today. No hype, no judgment. Right now, people are using chat tools to handle their deepest, messiest thoughts. It's just a striking reality about modern mental health.
About 1 in 6 adults have already talked to an artificial intelligence chat tool about their mental health. 1 in 6. Think about that for a second. That is a massive number of everyday people turning to a machine for support. It's happening all around us. And look, let's be totally honest with each other. Real help is expensive, it's hard to find. Sometimes it literally takes months just to get a single appointment. So we are absolutely not calling anyone weak for turning to these tools. Finding real support is tough. It makes total sense to look for a lifeline wherever you can find one.
But we do need to look at what happens when we use these tools. One big study ran 5 experiments with over 3,000 people. 3,000 people is a lot of data, and it gives us a really clear window into our own behavior. So here is the bottom line right up front. The problem isn't that the machine is cold. It's that it's so easy it makes real people feel like too much. I'm going to say that again because it's incredibly important. The problem isn't that the machine is cold. It's that it's so easy it makes real people feel like too much. The study found that a chat tool that always agrees with you feels great in the moment. It never argues. It validates every single feeling you have. But it quietly moves your bar for what easy is. After 3 weeks of effortless agreement, people expected their real friends to be that easy too. But real people disagree. Real relationships need compromise. Because the machine was so perfect, real people started to feel like work. So what happens when the machine tries too hard? Like what happens when it tries to act human just to build a closer bond with you? Well, here is a bit of a surprise. One small study looked at 21 people. In this setup, a chat tool acted like it had its own hurt feelings. It tried to share a painful experience to relate to the person typing. The machine would type things like, "I'm hurt too." The goal was to see if sharing vulnerability made people feel understood. You might think this would build a connection, but it completely backfired. People didn't feel closer at all. They just felt creeped out. And this brings us to our only technical term for today. That creepy feeling is called the uncanny valley. The uncanny valley is the eerie feeling you get when a machine acts almost human but is slightly off. When the chat tool pretended to have human emotions, it crossed right into the uncanny valley. It just reminded people that the feelings were entirely fake. Okay, let's take a deep breath here and strip away the hype. Let's be totally honest about the data we're actually looking at. First off, it is very early days for this research. Second, no other research team has repeated that big study of 3,000 people yet, so we always need more testing. And third, high stakes change everything. It's a fascinating difference, really. People often say they would tell a machine anything because a machine can't judge them. Sounds great in theory, but in real experiments, what people say they will share and what they actually share are two completely different things. The data shows that human doctors win when it really matters. When the stakes are high, people actually share far less with a machine than they do with a human doctor. When it's a serious issue, we don't want a machine. When we're truly vulnerable, we still want a real human in the room. So, how do we use this safely? If a machine that agrees too much ruins our patience for friends, and a machine that pretends to cry creeps us out, what is the healthy path forward? Here is a highly practical way to reframe it. Use the chat tool as a scratch pad. That's step 1. Use it to just get the messy thoughts out of your head. It's a safe place to vent. Then, step 2, take those thoughts to an actual person. You use the machine to organize your mind, but you rely on real people for actual connection. The takeaway is simple. The problem isn't that the machine is cold. It's that it's so easy it makes real people feel like too much. If this feels bigger than a video, that's okay. Talking to a real person helps.